friends, welcome back to my channel. I chopped my hair off. I chopped it, it's short, it's gone, it's very short, but I am loving it. It was very long and my hair gets thick and heavy and won't do anything. And so I chopped it off and I'm really liking it a lot. I have some vacations coming up and I was like, I can't have my hair long and like driving me nuts the whole time. So it got the chop. Today we're gonna do a get ready with me and I have a whole bunch of goodies to try out for you guys. I have like a whole big pile just sitting on my desk right now, ready for me to put them on my face and try them out for you guys. All of these goodies are from my May and June Ipsy Glam Bag and Glam Bag Plus unboxings, and then also my Lookfantastic Haul / unboxing. I will have all three of those videos linked down below for you in case you missed them. Before we get started, don't forget I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday for you guys. If you like this video while you're watching it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help me out. And other than that, if you're excited and you want to see a whole bunch of almost full face of first impressions, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm going to start off with eye primer, and this is the Thrive Cosmetics Eye Lift 360 Waterproof Eye Primer. I am a little nervous for this just because I really like a eye primer that's going to cancel out all of the redness and discoloration on my eyes, and this one is not going to do that. So I really love my MAC paint pot. I use it like every single time I do my eyeshadow, so we'll see. This one feels greasy on my eyelids. Okay, it's starting to dry down, I think. It says it's supposed to be a translucent matte. I don't really know what that means. I guess it's supposed to, maybe it's supposed to help with oily eyelids if it's like a mattifying one. It just says apply to bare lids or under eyes, let set for 30 seconds, then apply eyeshadow or concealer. Okay, so we're gonna let this set a little bit longer. Okay, I think it's been about 30 seconds and it still feels kind of tacky, which isn't necessarily like a bad thing because maybe my eyeshadow will like really just grip onto it. I probably should have curled my hair a little bit better. Sorry guys. It's like, you know how when you get a haircut and it's like your first time styling it, because I just got it cut yesterday, and you're like, what can I do with this new hair of mine? I feel like that's me. This like, anyways, we're moving on. Okay, I have some brushes to try out for you guys. I have this set right here that is like the most fun brush set I've ever seen in my life. Like, look at these handles. It's like a party and a brush handle. I love it. But I'm not going to use these quite yet. I am going to use the eye brushes we got going on here. These look very nice and very soft. And then the eyeshadow palette we have is from We Are Fluid. It is their otherworldly eyeshadow palette. This looks very beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, I am not in like a colorful mood today, so I don't really know. We're probably gonna stick to this. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we are going to start off with this shade right here, which is called Mercurial, and we're gonna put that in our crease. And for that, I'm going to use the eye blender. Oh, okay, that shade is a lot more orange than I thought it was going to be. But it's blending out really nicely. This eye primer is like tacky. Oof. I feel like I definitely should have just used my MAC paint pot. I can like see my veins and discoloration and all that through the eyeshadow. I don't love that. The brush is very soft though, I like it. I feel like it's blending out the eyeshadow really nicely, and it's a very, it's a good shape for like in your crease. This is getting really patchy. And I don't know if it's the eyeshadow or the eye primer. This is what happens when you try too many things new at once. See how patchy that's getting? And I think it's the eye primer. I don't know why I think that and not the eyeshadow, but I just do. Okay. Well, it's already looking kind of orange, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add this orange shade. It's called Blood Moon, with the same brush, and I'm just going to see what happens. I look crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna take a clean brush and try to blend this out. All right, we're gonna move on. I guess I'm gonna try to take this Queer Star, I think, shade right here. And we're gonna pack that on the outer corner. This, I'm using the eyeshadow 04 brush. Okay, this shade is also getting patchy, and I look like Halloween. I don't have time to redo this eye look either, like to take it off and like restart over with my MAC paint pot or like different shades. I'm gonna go see my nephew in a little bit, and he is 9 months old and he's got a short little window between his naps, and I like wanna go see him. Okay, I really hate this eyeshadow. And it's not, I don't, okay, we're gonna move on. I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is called I don't know what this is called. Can you see that right here? Pretty sure that was blurry and you couldn't see it, but we're gonna take that like goldy shade and we're going to put that on the inner half and take my NYX glitter primer. Okay, that shade is actually really, really beautiful. It's like a really pretty yellow gold. I usually don't like this kind of gold. I don't like these like yellowy undertones usually in a gold shadow, but this is really pretty. I really, really hate this. And I think it's a combination of the eye primer and just the colors I went into. Honestly, I probably should have stuck more with like well, I used this one and it ended up being way more orange on my eyes than I thought. So I don't know. I think I just maybe should have played with different shades or, okay, well, we're done. We're done with the eyes. I don't even know what else to say. I really, really hate this eye look a lot. So we're gonna move on to the face now though. I'm in another situation where I have a new primer and a new foundation to try out, but honestly at this point I'm just like, let's just go for it, why not? So I'm gonna try the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Pore Diffusing Primer. So this is pore diffusing. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to use this on like my whole face or if it's one you're like just supposed to use in your T-zone. Looks like this. It's like a very thick, like silicone-y jelly sort of primer, but we're just gonna put it everywhere. I got this little baby size with a Sephora order I recently made. Ooh, okay, I like this. I definitely think it made my face look nice and smooth. So I think it is one you can just use all over your face and it doesn't seem to be like pilling at all. Sometimes like pore filling primers, if you use too much, can pill. This doesn't seem to be doing that. And it did really seem to like just smooth over my face. I tried the original Always an Optimist primer, like the hydrating or luminous one, and I did not care for that primer at all. But this one, I like that. Okay, next up for foundation, we have the Wander Beauty Nude Illusion liquid foundation. I have the shade Fair. This is not a new foundation at all, but it's new to me and it's been on my wish list for a really long time, but I just never picked it up. So we're just gonna swipe it on and see what happens. It comes in a doe foot applicator like this. And we're just gonna swipe it on. I'm gonna put on a little bit, like half my face, because I don't know how fast this dries. That was probably too much because I think this is supposed to be like full coverage. So we're gonna start blending this in. It's definitely a little dark for me. I have heard that the fair shade is not very fair. Yeah, this is definitely too dark. I think it'll be fine for like the summertime, but that's okay. We're gonna drag it down my neck and make it work. It's blending in really nicely though. A little bit more on. I think this is supposed to have fairly full coverage, and I definitely think it does for the most part. I definitely wish this fair shade was a little bit lighter. I don't know how they think that this is fair. I mean, I am not even like the lightest of the light. Like I am fair. I definitely, you know, have fair skin, but not anywhere close to like some other, just even people on my Instagram page that I know. Like this would definitely not work out for them. And it barely works out for me, I feel like, but okay, well, it blended out really nice and easily. I feel like it has pretty decent coverage. I mean, you can still see my gnarly acne, you know, coming through, but for the most part, I feel like it covered up most of the things I really needed it to. It doesn't look too dry on my skin. I mean, a little tiny bit, but again, I didn't really go in with a hydrating primer, and normally I typically go in with hydrating primers. That Rare Beauty one is just like pore filling, I guess. But it looks good. Yeah, I think it looks really good. It has like a little tiny bit of a glow to it, but it's not like too dewy or too glowy, but it's not like flat matte or anything like that. So far, so good. I hope this wears well throughout the day. We shall see. Alrighty, I didn't have a new concealer to try out, so I just went in with my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer to spot conceal, and then my Dior Forever Skin Corrector for under my eyes. I have the shade Zero In and Vanilla. So now I also don't have a new powder, but I'm going to use this brush to powder my face. So I'm just going to use my Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. I love this powder a lot. I feel like this looks like a really good shape and density for like setting under the eyes. So that is what we're going to do. Very, very soft, which I like. I love soft brushes like this. I'm just going to use this to just set the rest of my face as well. So I like this for under the eye for sure. I don't think it's gonna replace the brush that I always use, but I do like it for that. There's like powder flying everywhere. It's not ideal to set the rest of my face, but it's so tiny, so that makes sense. I'm not like faulting the brush for it. And actually, this is a really good shape. I think I would really like this for blush, maybe even bronzer. So I'm definitely gonna like keep using this, probably not for like the use that I just used it on, but I do like this brush and it's very, very soft. I also don't have a new bronzer, so I'm just gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer, but I do have a new brush. I wanna use this brush as bronzer. This is their Powder 01 brush. I don't really know the name of this brand. It's SL and then Miss, like MISS Glam. Slimmest Glam? I don't know. But we're gonna use this as my bronzer brush. Mix up a nice amount. This one is also very, very soft. These brushes are very soft. I really like the eye brushes, and then the two face brushes so far have been very lovely on the skin. And like, I can't get over how fun this handle is. I love it. Okay, it's all right for bronzer. It's not like, again, I don't think it's gonna replace my bronzer brushes that I always use. It's kind of looking a little patchy, and like this bronzer never gets patchy on me, so But the brush doesn't seem to be lifting up my foundation or anything underneath it, which is nice. I know that can happen with brushes sometimes, but yeah, I mean, I like this. I would probably try to use this for powder next time, which is, you know, the intended use for it, but I wanted to try it with bronzer, and I don't know, I don't love it for that, but it's not terrible. Off camera, I just went ahead and did my brows. I used my Huda Beauty Balm Brows and my ABH Clear Brow Gel, and I finished up the eyes. All I did was take this shade right here and run that along my lower lash line. So I actually have two new blushes to try out, but I'm only gonna try out one today because one is a cream and I already powdered my face. So this one is the Nude Sticks Nudies All Over Face Color in the shade Bareback. This just looks absolutely stunning, but like I said, it's a cream, so I'm gonna have to try this another time. So the other blush I have is MAC. This is their Glow Play blush in the shade So Natural. I've heard a ton of people love this blush color formula off the above. Jessica Braun loves this as well, and I feel like this would also go a little bit better with this terrible eye look. So this is a really interesting formula. It's like a putty blush. Like, if you can tell, you can see my fingerprints in there. It's a really interesting formula. So because of that, I'm going to use a stipple brush. We shall see. This is the e.l.f. stipple brush. It's like a little mini size. So I'm just going to like stipple that in here, I guess, and then put on my cheeks. I do not think that this shade would work very well for anyone with a deep skin tone, but I do know they have a lot of different shades in this blush, so you could probably find one that matches you. Ooh, that is really pretty. It's very natural, hence the name So Natural, but wow, look at that. That's beautiful, and it's giving like the slightest sheen to my face. I don't know if you can see that. It's got, I don't know, like not glitter in it, but just like a really pretty luminosity and sheen to it. That's really pretty. Ooh, I like this a lot. This had been on my wish list for a really long time, and I just didn't ever pick it up, and I'm glad I have it now because this is beautiful. Okay, I love this. This might become like my new favorite. I will say it kind of looks gross now that I've like stuck my brush in it, but this tone is just a really pretty shade. It's like, has a little tiny hint of orangey peachy a little bit, and then it just, I don't know, has that sheen and luminosity to it. This is stunning. I love this. Okay, I have a new mascara to try, but before that, we have this Fenty eyeliner. I really don't want to try this, but it's okay, I'm going to. I'm just gonna put a really thin line on my like upper lash line. I'm not gonna do a wing or anything crazy. Just going to define this a little bit. Okay, that's actually really creamy and like really pigmented. I didn't even tell you what this is. This is the Fenty Beauty Fly Pencil Longwear Pencil Eyeliner, and this is in the shade Cause I'm Black. I got this in an Ipsy bag. I typically don't reach for this kind of liner. I usually am a liquid liner kind of girl, and I just do usually a wing. I never hardly ever just put a line up here, but that actually looks kind of good. It looks like a little smudgy and smoky, even though I didn't smudge it and smoke it out. And it's not too thick. I was a little afraid because this is not like the tiniest little point ever, so I was afraid that it would be maybe a little thick, but I don't think it is. That looks really good. Okay, I'm glad I tried this. So now for mascara, I am late to the game. I'm late to the game, but I'm finally trying out the Maybelline Sky High Sensational Mascara. This like blew up on TikTok, I believe. I am not on the TikTok, but I saw it all over YouTube, Instagram, all of the above, and people have just been freaking out about this mascara, saying it's like the best mascara ever. I think it's a tubing mascara. Don't quote me on that though. I'm trying to see if there's any information on here. Nope. Okay. Nope. Just says Sky High mascara. So I'm going to curl my lashes and then we are going to give this a go. Okay, lashes are curled. It comes with a wand that looks like this. I don't know. It looks very like bendy, but let's try it out. With tubing mascaras, a lot of the times you can't build it up like more than one layer. So let's see. I like this wand. I tend to go for spiky wands, but this one isn't. And it's like, I mean, it is plasticky, but it's not like hurting me. Like sometimes spiky wands will like poke you in the eye and it hurts. I mean, that looks pretty good, I think. What do you guys think? For like one layer, and I don't know if I want to layer it up. I don't know. I'm like afraid to try to layer it up. But it's giving my lashes a lot of length, volume without getting like too clumpy. There's a couple little clumpy clumps, but nothing terrible. And I feel like, I mean, it could do a tiny better job of holding my curl, but it's not terrible. I've definitely tried mascaras upon first impressions that I would dislike way more than this one. I've tried a couple that I like more than this one as well, but let's put it on the other eye and we'll go from there. Okay, so this is the mascara with one layer on both eyes. I definitely think it looks better on this one than this one, but this tends to be like my better set of eyelashes anyways. I predominantly sleep on this side, so I feel like these lashes are always like jank because of it. It got a little clumpy over here, but I don't know. I feel like it looks not that bad, not gonna lie. I don't want to layer it up. I'm afraid to layer it up. So let me know down below in the comments if you tried this and can I talk? If this is a type of mascara formula that you can layer up, because it looks good right now and I'm like already struggling a little bit with this look, so I don't want to put another layer on and ruin it. So let me know if that is possible. If this is a tubing one and I can't layer it, or if I can. Okay, I didn't have a new highlighter to try, so I just went ahead and picked my Nabla Ozone highlight and I was about to apply it, but then like, I don't know, this blush just gives such a beautiful glow to my skin that I'm gonna skip highlight, which like, I never do that. I never skip highlight. But we have a couple lip products to try out. The first one I'm going to put on is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip. This is in the shade Rose. I'm not going to wear this. I'm just going to put it on to try it out and show it to you guys. Let me wipe off the rest of my chapstick I had on. This is one of those like clicky pins that you can like click up. It already looks like it's clicked up though. So we're just going to try this. I've heard these are really juicy and pretty on the lips and like really comfortable. This is amazing. It's a little thick. It's a little thick on the lip. So if you don't like thick lip products, I don't know if you would like this, but man, that feels super juicy. And like, look at that shine and glow it gave me. Wow. That is super pretty. And this shade is really pretty. This rose shade, it's like the perfect pretty pink shade that's like a little mauvey but rosy, but not too poppy and punchy. It is getting a little like stringy on my inner lips. Wow, that's really pretty. I like that a lot. But I'm gonna take this off and then I have a different combination to try. So one sec. So in that Lookfantastic haul that I did, I showed you that I got 2 Natasha Denona lip products. My code for Lookfantastic works for Natasha Denona. Isn't that insane? I think that's insane. I will have my code linked down below in the description box if you want to check it out. But the first thing I got was the I Need a Nude Lip Crayon in the shade Noah. So we're gonna put this baby on. I've heard, can I open it? There we go. I've heard really good things about Natasha Denona's liners. I have not tried them yet, so let's give this a go. Oh, it's very creamy. It's gliding on really easily, but not to where like I don't have control. I've like recently gotten really into lip liners and have been like purchasing a bunch, and I really like this. So I definitely can see me buying more of these if this wears well. And then I also got an I Need a Nude lipstick. I already have one of these in the shade Beatrice and I love it. So I went ahead and picked up the shade Liron, L-I-R-O-N, and it looks like this. Let me do a little swatch. That looks really pretty. So I feel like this will give a nice ombre effect. Let's try it out. Oh yeah, that shade is really pretty, and I already know I really like this formula. I am going to take the liner and just kind of like redefine it a little bit. That's really pretty. I really like that shade combination. The liner is a little bit deeper and cool tone, and then this lipstick is a little lighter and a little warm tone, which I don't know, usually I don't think that that would go really well, but I don't know, I really like this. I think it's really pretty, and it goes with the eye look, so that's nice. The last thing I have to try, I think this is the last thing, is this little baby, the Professional Super Setter by Benefit. I actually have another, well, I had another like mini size about this big that I used up of this setting spray, and I actually really like this setting spray a lot. I can definitely see it being like a repurchase in the future, so I'm just gonna use this little mini that I got in my Ipsy bag. Let's get it going. There we go. Okay, so here is the final look. It's all right. It's all right. It's not my favorite look I've ever done. Let me just run down through the new goodies I tried really quickly. The brushes, I really like them. I think the handles are so stinking cute, and they were like super soft. I ended up using all 5 of them. I didn't show this one on camera, but I just used it in the crease a little bit. But yeah, I really like these. They're very soft. I think they're going to be a great addition to my brush collection. The eye primer, I honestly think I hate this. It was just so tacky, and it just did not cancel out any discoloration or veins on my eyelids, and then it was insanely tacky, which I think is the reason why the eyeshadow got so patchy on my eyes and got just so pigmented and crazy. So this I do not like at all. The eyeshadow, I don't know if I like it because eye primer was so wonky in my opinion, so I'm gonna have to try this again. I don't hate the eye look. I know at first I said I hate this, and it's really not my favorite eye look I've ever done, but I would wear this out. Like if I was going somewhere that wasn't just my sister and her husband's house to see my nephew, I would probably wear this out, but it's just not my favorite look I've ever done. I'm definitely gonna need to give this a go again with my MAC paint pot and maybe some brushes that I know. I mean, even though I liked those brushes, they're new to me, so I definitely just need to give this a go again. The primer, I think I liked it. I'm definitely gonna have to give it a go again, but my face looks nice and smooth, and it seemed to be pretty pore diffusing as it says. The foundation, the Wander Beauty Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation, I definitely do not think this is a light enough shade for fair, but it blended out really nicely. It wasn't insanely full coverage, like I still had to spot conceal, and you can still see like some of my acne coming through, but I think I like this. I'm gonna have to definitely wait and see how it wears. I'll try to remember to put in the description box below how it wore, but yeah, I think I like this. I know this is not a new product, so you guys are probably like, we don't care, but I was excited to give it a go. What else did I try? Okay, so the mascara, I think I like it. I don't know. I think my eyelashes look good. It seems to be holding a curl. They got a tiny bit clumpy. Is this the most like voluminous mascara I've ever tried? No, like there's definitely mascaras that make my eyelashes look better, but there's mascaras that make my eyelashes look worse. So I think I like it. I'm gonna have to keep giving it a go, but so far so good. The eyeliner, I was like pleasantly surprised by this. It just gave like a really nice, pretty line, and it wasn't too thick. I have to be really careful with eyeliner because my eyes are so small that eyeliner can make them look even smaller if I go a little crazy, but this was nice. It's just, you can barely see it, but it was just a nice line of definition on top. I was pleasantly surprised by this. The blush I freaking love. I think this is beautiful on my skin. It gives such a beautiful glow, and this shade is stunning, and this is the type of shade that will go with like any makeup, any outfit. I love this. This was so nice. I mean, honestly, I didn't wear it at all. Like I only had it on for like a minute talking about it with you guys, but this Maracuja Juicy Lip, I think this will be wonderful for summertime. It seems so nice and juicy and hydrating. This combination looks beautiful on my lips. I really like this. I'm assuming the lip liner is going to wear well, and like I said, I already know I love this formula, and then I had tried this setting spray in the past and really like it as well. But that was it, you guys. That was my get ready with me with almost a full face of first impressions. I know I didn't have like everything new, but what do you think? What do you think? This eye look is growing on me, but it's still not my favorite. It still got really patchy, and but it doesn't matter though. I'm literally just going to hang out with my 9-month-old nephew, and he doesn't care what my makeup looks like. He doesn't even know what makeup is. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was fun. I know some of these were a little older items. They're not like brand spanking new to the market, but I hope you still had fun watching me try these new products out for you guys. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.